Hey guys, welcome to the back of my car and to my first YouTube video ever. Yay! I finally had the balls to make one after like a whole year saying that I would. So like, yeah, here we are. And anyways, people are looking at me really weird because like I'm doing this at my school's parking lot in the middle of the day. So, hi, I'm Vicky if you don't know me, and I've been working out for the past 3-ish years, maybe 4 years. I have no clue, honestly. But in high school, I also did cheer for 3 years, and then I did track for the last 2 years. And I'm now a collegiate track athlete, so there's that. And then also I took a online training course for personal training. So technically I am certified as a personal trainer, but you can take that with a grain of salt just because it is an online class. So I am going to be talking about like my experience working out and like the mistakes that I made as a gym newbie. So 3 years ago, I started off like working out at 24 Hour Fitness, and I had no idea what I was doing, by the way. Like at this point, I was, like I started off sophomore year, so maybe it's been 4 years. So as a little sophomore, like walking in, and I had no idea what to do, so I kind of just did all the machines. Like every day I would go in and just do all the machines for like 2 hours. So I did that for like 3 months, and I started to get sick of the gym just because I didn't know what I was doing. So I got kind of bored, and that's when I started looking at like YouTube and Instagram and all that, like that whole realm. And I started following like booty models, you know what I'm talking about? So I started doing like booty exercises, glute exercises every single day. Like literally every single day. Every time I went, I was working glutes and abs. And obviously that didn't work out. So I mean, obviously I saw some progress, but I'll get into that when I talk about my mistakes. So I did that for like a year, and then I started switching to powerlifting. So I started researching like powerlifting and different types of weightlifting on Reddit. It's just like a forum website. So I started doing a program called Strong Lifts, and I started focusing on powerlifting. So mostly just the numbers and like for conventional lifts. And yeah, I did that for like a year instead of focusing on aesthetics. So I got really thick, like not, in my opinion, not in a good way, just because I was eating so much and I was weightlifting all the time. So I looked kind of bulky, if that's the right term. And then after that, I started focusing more on track, and I got kind of lazy with school. So like I was just lazy, period. Like senioritis just hits you in the face and you're like, all right, screw it, I'm not gonna do anything. So I started gymming a lot less, I guess. I went like maybe 4 times a week, and I started focusing on mainly weightlifting and running. So I slimmed down a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna throw up some progress pictures, so like I'll put it somewhere here, like before and after. So moving on to the next section of this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 different mistakes that I made when I first started working out, and ways that you can fix those mistakes, or just little tips that I have for you guys. So the first mistake that I made was working out the same muscle group every single day. So specifically for me, and I'm assuming most girls, is they work out their butt every single day just because they think that, oh, like, if I work it out every day, then it's gonna grow bigger. But that's actually wrong. So when you work out your muscles, it needs 24 to 48 hours to heal, and then you can start working it out again. So just to put it in basic terms, when you work out, so these are your muscle fibers, right? So when you work out, you're kind of ripping it apart, and then when you give it time to heal, it's gonna grow back, but a little bit stronger, and they're gonna be a little bit farther apart. So this is how it started, and then after you work out, it's gonna heal and it's gonna look like this. So that's why they grow. So if you don't give it time to heal and you just keep working it out, it's never gonna grow because you don't give it time to expand. The second mistake that I always made is that I did everything wrong. I literally did everything wrong. So form is the most important part of working out. If you're doing it wrong, then there's no point in doing it at all, because first off, you can hurt yourself. Second off, you're probably not even working out the right body part if you're doing it wrong. And my tip to just counteract that completely is to watch YouTube videos of people doing it correctly. So my two favorite YouTubers for doing this are Stephanie Buttermore and Jeff Nippert. I'll link them down below just so you guys can watch their videos. They're super knowledgeable about a lot of things, so I recommend watching their channels. But yeah, I would watch their videos and I would go into the room with the mirrors in it, and I would just do body weight exercises and just make sure that my form is on point before even touching the weights. That is what I recommend. Don't even bother about doing a heavy weight if you're not doing it right, because you can hurt yourself and it just doesn't look right, you know? So after you get down your form perfect, go outside and, you know, maybe get some free weights and record yourself, or ask someone else to record you to make sure that you're still holding your form. And once you get into the habit of just doing everything exact, then that's when you focus on your numbers. Because a lot of people, it's called ego lifting. They focus mainly on the numbers, but they're not doing it right. So if you do the form right, the numbers will go up naturally. So the third mistake that I made in the gym was being super self-conscious. What this meant was that I would skip certain workouts just because I thought that they looked weird, or I would feel awkward doing them. And most of the time, just a tip for all you gals and guys out there, if you're trying to build your glutes, every single good glute workout looks like you're humping the air. So if it doesn't look awkward, you're probably doing it wrong. Like, let me just throw up some clips of what I'm talking about right here. Okay, it literally looks like I'm humping the air, and you know what? It's fine, because the weirder it looks, the better your butt's gonna look, all right? If you are self-conscious, you can do what I did in the video. So I just went to the room where there's usually nobody. If not, there's like a couple people in there, but so I would just take myself into the room and just do the weird workouts there. Or if you don't want to do it at the gym at all, I would do the regular workouts at the gym, and then I would go home and then do the weird workouts in my room. The fourth, and I honestly think the biggest mistake that I made, was my diet. Oh my god, my diet. So I think I did what a lot of people think what a diet is, and it's starving myself. Like, that honestly I think is the worst thing to do to your body, because my coaches say this all the time. Think of your body as a car, right? So if you don't fill up your gas tank and your car doesn't have any gas, how do you expect it to run? It won't. So you have to eat food. Food is fuel. That's what every single coach is gonna say. Food is fuel, I promise you. So obviously you can't be eating, you know, junk food and like 20 meals a day. But so I think that people have a common misconception of diets, and they think that it's, you know, starving yourself or just not being able to eat the things that you actually like to eat. But what I did to lose the initial weight is just, it's super easy. Just don't drink soda, don't drink any sugary drinks. I limited my snacks, so no chips, no chocolate. I substituted those things for water and fruits, and I would eat like tortilla chips. And honestly, it's not as bad as it seems, because your body gets addicted to sugar. So when you cut it out, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It's literally like going through withdrawals for a drug or something. But in a few weeks, you'll get over it, and I promise you it's gonna get better. So the fifth and final mistake that I made was that I always compared myself to girls on Instagram or on YouTube or just at the gym, just because, you know, it's so accessible to see all these like beautiful models and everything nowadays. It's really hard, and it's not anything to do with the gym. It's about your mindset, really. But, you know, I would get frustrated because I didn't look like the girls that I saw online, And even though I worked out the same, like I did the same workouts as them, or I would eat just the same as them, I still didn't look like them. And you know what? It all comes down to genetics, angles, maybe plastic surgery. So I think honestly the best thing to do is don't get frustrated. Like if you catch yourself feeling self-conscious or anything, just remind yourself that everyone starts somewhere and you're doing your best, you know? Also, something that I did was that this sounds kind of mean, but it's really not. I unfollowed the people that I caught myself comparing myself to. So that would completely remove me seeing them every single day and comparing what they look like to what I see in the mirror. And from then on, I just, I focus on myself, I focus on my progress, and it helped so much just because I was self-motivated, not because I was trying to be someone else. And that concludes my first YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so sorry for this weird ass setup. Like, I know I'm literally talking to my phone in the back of a car in my school parking lot, but I just wanted to record my first video and see where it goes from there. And if you guys do have any tips or comments, leave it down below, and subscribe if you do want to see any more content. Also, let me know if you guys want to see a specific video, so anything on nutrition, my diet, or maybe a leg workout, my workout routine, anything. So thank you.